Alright everyone, this is a follow-up to my Dino Crisis Remake video. I'm going to leave a link down below. I'm also going to leave a link to the team Arklays down below so you can look at it. Basically, this is just a recollection. This video is going to sum up what Capcom could have had back in the day to what Capcom could gain from bringing this franchise back. Which I'm pretty sure they will. I hope so. I mean, if we get enough people behind it, I'm sure they'll start working on it. Now I already talked about a lot of it in my last video. I don't want to go over it again. I really think that, the first game established the franchise, but then the second game, you took it to kind of an action route, and then the third game was just a complete joke, and really, I know a lot of us wanted a proper sequel, and we didn't get one, and ultimately that's what, really ruined the franchise, and I still think they could have, done a sequel. They could have done another one with Regina. I still think it could have worked. But looking back, I really think that Capcom, let's address the elephant in the room. Capcom dropped the ball, big time, okay, on this franchise. Because one of the biggest issues with Capcom series in the past, you look at ResidentEvil, at times Devil May Cry, a lot of the franchises, they tend to go through, suffer from an identity crisis. It just doesn't know what to be at times. Sometimes, you start off with survival horror, and then it goes towards action, survival horror, action again. And that's one of the reasons that's what ultimately hurt the franchise. But I really think that, this franchise could have been so much more. It could have been bigger than it initially was, in so many ways. I really think that they, it wouldn't have been as big as Resident Evil or any of their other Monster Hunter or any of their bigger franchises, but I think it would have been in there. It would have been top 5, I would think. That's just my personal opinion. You had a super hot, sexy character, lead, Regina, whom I really thought had so much potential to be so much more than she was. I really thought that she wouldn't have been as big as, say, I don't know, a Lara Croft or something like that, but she would have been close. She could, she could have been up there along the, the top 5, female characters in gaming, I would say. Maybe top 10, around there, And other possibilities, too. They could have done animated movies, merchandise. They could have, it could have been so much more. That's what I thought. But ultimately, like I said, the series went through an identity crisis, especially after the second game. And, I don't know what was going through Capcom's mind with the third game, but as you know, the third game was just atrocious on all fronts. Good idea, but just wrong franchise, wrong title, But now, fast forward to now, 20 years later, I really think that in today's era, especially, like I said earlier, with the Jurassic Park films being so popular, I really think this is the resurgence this franchise needs. This is the big comeback this franchise needs. Capcom, look what happened to Resident Evil 2. Huge success. Devil May Cry, huge success this year. We're talking 2019. I really think that Capcom can, make a lot of money off this. The potential is endless, because you think about not just, gaming, merchandise. You think about just film and animated film and, toys, action figures. There's just so many possibilities here. There's so many, there's just so much Capcom can gain from this, and I'm sure that's what they're thinking about right now. I know they're working on Resident Evil, the next Resident Evil game. I'll probably do a video about that later on. But, yeah, I'm sure, like I said, I say in a year or two's time, we'll probably see something, maybe some kind of a hint, but till then, let me know what your thoughts are. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I want to hear from you, the viewer, so until then, take care, peace out, and please rate, comment, subscribe. That's all I got.